Well, good morning, everybody. This is DearMamaSal. Thursday, which for those of you who have not met me before means that it's my Friday, because I do not work on Fridays. It's 5 degrees here in southern British Columbia, Canada, and 41 degrees across the line in Washington State. I have to do it in both official languages, owing to the fact that a large majority of my viewers come from the States. Well, I don't have to. Of course I don't have to. I don't have to do anything. I choose, right? So, I choose to do it every morning because it amuses me. And also Carly and a few others. So, it's been... Yeah, right. Yesterday I talked a little bit about peace, and it was funny how that subject came up, because I realized that what I wanted was my peace back. And lordy, there is a dirty great double header gas transporter ahead of me. You know what I mean by double header? It's two of them, not two linked together, not just one. I don't know why I don't particularly like traveling behind one of those. Which luckily I'm not directly, I'm 2 cars back, but even so. It feels cooler than 5 degrees this morning, I have to tell you something. And to get back to the subject of peace, I gave that some thought yesterday, which is why was I talking about that? And I know it started with honesty and then it went on to peace. And therefore there was more honesty around that I needed to look at. And I guess what the truth was for me, and I wonder if any of you can relate to this as well, I really worked so hard in my life to get rid of the drama. When I say the drama, you can say, oh, well, Sal, you have drama every time you broadcast, every time you vlog, there's drama. It's not that sort of drama. It's the constant negativity, the constant victimization of people, I think. You know what I mean? I'm very grateful as a person. I don't know if any of you know what I'm talking about. I really get up in the morning. I don't have the biggest house on the block, and I don't have, the newest car or the whatever. I am so grateful for everything that I have. And I just realize that I like living in gratitude. And I like working hard so I can have the few luxuries that I have in life. And when I say working hard, of course I don't like working hard. That would be not totally honest. But when you're doing things that you love, when you're doing things for a purpose, it's not a negative. It's like, I don't have to work all day and come home and then start work on the DearMamaSal stuff, do I? I mean, It's not something I have to do. It's something I choose to do. I don't have to live in my home. I could downsize into something way smaller, and the price I would pay is I would lose Yvonne. That's not a given. When I say it's not a given, it's not something that I want to even contemplate. And so it's like I'm really grateful for the fact I live in the house I do. I used to like anyway, like going home. I like going home and being happy, living life in peace, my way. And I guess it comes to a lot of us of my age, which is we no longer feel the need to live life to please others. Okay, I'm now, as you can probably see, next to the dirty crate truck, and it's going to need to hang I know it's going to need to come left. So I might as well give it room right now. There he goes. Don't bother to thank me, sir. Right. Unconditional love. And so I really did realize when I was sort of processing last night that what I am struggling with is my peace of mind. And so what I've started to do is to take back my life in little pieces. And when I say take back my life in little pieces, I've stopped any expectations. I'm grateful for what little things get done around my house. And so part of me is at peace, but what I realize now is that I have started the grieving process. And I think that was my biggest shock last night when I sort of was, processing all that's going on in my life at the moment. I've started a grieving process, and I thought it was very significant after Tommy's passing, and Melanie must be well into this process herself. And my grieving is very, very similar. So I thought, and when I say that because the process is similar, so what I thought was maybe it was a time to talk about the different stages as I go through them. And obviously I have been through a month or two of denial, and that's the first thing. In my case, it's a relationship that has been sad, sad and bad. And I'm now out of denial. Hence the comments about the honesty thing about it. I had to get honest with myself. And now I am angry. How about that? I keep dropping from anger into sadness because it is sad. It's sad when we want something for another person and we cannot do it for them. They have to want it for themselves, and if they don't, you can absolutely tear your heart out and turn yourself into a pretzel, but it's not going to do it. And so for quite a while now, I have realized that the time has come to let go. And I realize now I'm angry. I'm angry at myself for letting it drag on. I'm angry at myself for not setting the boundaries very differently. I'm angry at myself for allowing it to happen, I guess. And I'm hoping that some of you relate to some of this. I don't want this to be a pity party for me, because that's not really where I'm at on this at all. In fact, as you can probably understand, I'm actually quite angry with myself, because if any of you had told me this story, I know I would have given you some pretty strong advice. And so, you know, it's difficult not to be angry with myself. But being angry with myself does not bring me peace. So I need to just get angry, and probably we'll do that this weekend. And not necessarily at anybody, but just, you know, in my own thing. If necessary, I'll write down the anger. I'll write down all the things I'm really angry at, you know, and then burn it or throw it away or do whatever, just to get it out of my system. Because if I do not do that, it is my belief that what causes depression is anger turned inwards, and I am already talking about that. I'm angry at myself. And so, no, I don't want to do that anymore. But the good news is I know what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm not in denial of what my anger is about, or why I got angry. And I can also forgive myself. I know that my intent was good. My intent was loving. My intent was gracious. My intent was friendly. You know, all those things. And my anger is that it didn't work, of course. So, but where is it written that it has to work? That is my arrogance to think that just because my intent was good, that it should work. And I've had that happen a few times in my life, and been bitterly disappointed when all the good intent in the world didn't turn something around the way I wanted to. And I keep thinking about a friend of mine who is probably one of the kindest and most generous people I know. He happens to be somebody I've known for many, many years. A very successful man in his own right. Lady, that's how accidents happen. Anyway, very, very generous man, both in thought and deed. And highly successful businessman. I could go on for a long time, but you get the idea. And he had 3 children, 2 of whom became extremely hardworking and successful business people in their own right, in totally different fields from his. And the third became a drug addict. Drama. And I remember inviting him to speak once at a leadership thing, and I asked him if he could talk somewhere in his speech about this failure as a father, because that's how he saw it, that he had failed. And yet in his heart he knew he had done his best, and he'd done the same things for each of all the children, and just this one, it just didn't work. He tried everything. He tried throwing money after it. That didn't work. He tried throwing rehab. That didn't work. He tried absolutely everything and nothing worked. And eventually he had to realize he didn't control it. He couldn't control it, and he had to let go. And every time this daughter ran out of money, she just had another child, because that would increase her welfare. And that was so diametrically opposed to everything that this man believed in. So I now understand at a different level some of his anger, and I have more compassion for his anger at himself, in a way, because I can see it. And so you look at it and you go, I think Nana, bless her heart, Nana sent me an interpretation of a scripture, because I knew that some of you guys know this stuff way, way better than I do. And it was very true. And basically, in a nutshell, it said you can love, you can have unconditional love. And you can do X, Y, and Z, but sometimes you just have to get out of the way. And I think you have to get out of the way before it kills you as well. And when I say kill you, I mean kill you mentally, kill you cosmically. So I don't know what the drama is around your life, but have a look at it. And when I say drama, it's the stuff that ruins your day or changes your mood. Now, I absolutely adore Manon, because she and I had the same problem, which is, for us, it was our bedroom. And we're in March already, nearly the end of March, and Manon, I still haven't finished, as you know, but I'm still working on it, and it's getting so much better. I've now got to the stage where, I can see the floor all the way around again. I've still got a couple of worrisome spots, and I am so insanely jealous of those of you who are neat and tidy. And Jen, I keep thinking, I need Jen to visit for a weekend. But she's a little busy. How embarrassing would that be? Yeah, forget that one. So I really do look at these moments of drama, and I choose not to live them anymore. I used to live with drama every single day of my life. When you are a professional speaker, I assure you, it is dramatic. When you're an entrepreneur, every day you got to hustle to get some more business. Every day you've got to do this, that, and the other. I really lived enough drama to live a lifetime, or to last me a lifetime. And I don't want that anymore. It's time to have peace. And so I'm going to be really aware of the fact I've got this much anger that is bubbling around and make sure I don't punish innocent people today. I'm going to make sure I don't overreact to things happening at work, and be very quick to put a stop to it if I find it's beginning to affect me. I'm going to be very grateful for the fact that I have a job and that I can spend 10 hours a day between, leaving for work and getting home again. That I can spend those hours in a different environment. I'm going to be very grateful for the life I've created to enjoy. And I have to say it that way. And so, my thought for the day is, have a look at some of the negative stuff. It's okay, It's not going to kill you to look at negative stuff. Have a look at what causes you drama, what interrupts your peace. Hey, look at that red Mercedes thing isn't here. Have a look at all of those things. You don't have to get rid of them all, just be aware. Things that interrupt your day and your life and your peace. This is DearMamaSal saying, I am just great. You're probably hearing all this and thinking, gosh, this is a really sad. It's not sad. It's life. It is what makes life go around. You know what I mean? The understanding of this, the being able to process it, and aren't I lucky? I get to process it with all of you. So I am very, very grateful for that. All right, everybody, have a great, great day. The lipstick, in case anybody wants to know, is CoverGirl, I think. Yeah, CoverGirl 280. And it's one of the ones from my original collection. I'm just having a look here. Yeah, it's one of the ones I've always had. I've probably had it been wearing it for the longest time. It's part of my, what I call, when you get into spring, I start wearing it. So, have a good day, everybody. Be at peace. Look at your stuff. And get on with your life. This is DearMamaSal saying bye-bye for now.